What is going on, people of YouTube? My name is Kurtyoy. Welcome back to a brand new video and a chance to review over what was an eventful first day of last game week, but you know, a pretty dead game week 15 on Sunday. Now there are a lot of things to talk about. It's a chance where we get to review the best players, how they did, and basically should you bring them into your team or not. And as always, we're going to start off with the goalkeepers. So the 4 goalkeepers that performed best, the only 4 that got clean sheets this week were De Gea with 8 points, and on 6 points, all 3 of them, Kurtyoy, Forster and Fabianski. Now my favourite out of that is probably going to be Forster. I mean, Southampton, I feel like they're sort of letting, they could be better at the moment, but the 1-0 is probably what they needed, a good win, hard fought, and you know, a chance to maybe move on to bigger and better things. The reason for that is that Fabianski at 5 million, I mean, Swansea are looking shocking at the back, and they're conceding as much as they are scoring goals, scoring a lot of them. They're conceding a lot as well. Clean sheet though will help the confidence definitely, and also those Geordie and Matt owners like myself that got 6 points for his clean sheet out of nowhere really be happy against what was an improving Sunderland side. De Gea and Kurtyoy, there's a reason I don't prefer them. Kurtyoy's now 5.7. Now for me 5.5 is a much better option in Lloris, but De Gea apparently he's only £5.4 million, and that's rightly so. Although he got a clean sheet this week, and no doubt his ownership will go up. David De Gea gives himself a bit of problems because United just kept on conceding. Clean sheet now though, gives him his 5th clean sheet of the season, and he's got an easy run in his next 5 games: Palace, West Brom, Sunderland, Middlesbrough and West Ham. So I think 5.4 he's not too bad, owned by a large percentage of the FPL audience, but my favourite out of those 4 has got to be Forster. Moving on now to the defenders, we had a good few point scorers. We had Kolarov on 11, Daniels on 10, we had 9 points for Azpilicueta and Van Dijk, and 8 points for Jones and Martin. Now to dispel a few, I think Jones will go out of the Man United first team once they've got Bailey back to full fitness. Maybe even Smalling might get running in the team because he's not, he's not under Jose Mourinho's sort of spell at the moment. He's not a favoured defender, and Martino, I feel like Cedric will be the right back, and also you've got Jeremy Pine to come in once he gets back to injury full fitness, I suppose you could say. So I don't think Martino will be long-term options, but the top 4 are really, well, top 3 I'd say, or third, second and 4th. I mean, looking at Kolarov, I mean, yes, he got 11 points. He's the highest scoring defender. He got himself 2 bonus points as well for the goal and assist. He conceded 4 goals. He's just not looking good. And to dispel quickly away from it, all these people saying, oh, give Pep time, he's got to get new defenders in. He had summer to get defenders in. He brought Stones in, now people are criticising him. He got rid of defenders. He's had company at full fitness. Otamendi was praised last season for his efforts. So, it's not, I don't think it's the defence's fault. To be honest, I don't think it's I wouldn't say it's Guardiola needs time. He had time. He didn't sign on defenders. Mistake on his part. But Kolarov, definitely don't bring him in. City are looking so leaky at the back. It's not looking good. Daniels is back. 10 points scored as well in Bournemouth's 3-2 defeat to Burnley. Big win for Burnley. I think they needed that. But Daniels at 5 million. I think it is a bit of a risk. He's more expensive than you'd like him to be, but it's a risk that I think could pay off. As for Azpilicueta, Chelsea defenders, I think are a must. He's got 9 points for a good performance at the weekend. And Virgil van Dijk, 5.6. Again, I would say, bring Cedric in, but of course he didn't play that game. You got Bertrand, you got Font. I think a Southampton defender is a really, really good choice. But yeah, I'd say, looking at Azpilicueta and Van Dijk as more favourable to the other 4. I'd say Daniels is a give and take. If you want to take a risk, go for it. Jones, Kolarov and Martino, I'd say stay away. Moving on to midfield, and we got some high scorers. We got Zaha on 16, Sigurdsson on 13, Ozil and Snodgrass both on 10, and Herrera and Payet as my pick of the players that got 9 points. Zaha on 16, people dispelled him, and I was really close to it in my team, but a few people telling me, I wouldn't, go for Zaha. It took me away from it. And now you're looking at his history. I mean, from game week 9, he got an assist against Leicester. Game week 10, assist against Liverpool. Game week 11, assist against Burnley. Game week 12, assist against Man City. Game week 13, goal and assist against Swansea. 14, got nothing, but he did grab himself a clean sheet. And game week 15, a goal and 2 assists against Hull. He really is turning up. It's about time because I think he's topped his highest assist record. I think he's already topped, or almost topped, his highest goal record. So he's having a really good season. When I bring him in at £5.6 million, I don't think he's gone up $0.1 yet, so, or £0.1 million. So definitely worth looking at him. He's one of my favourites. As to his Sigurdsson, Swansea have a nice looking 5 fixtures. Look at the screen. We've got West Brom, Middlesbrough, West Ham, Bournemouth, and Crystal Palace all to come in the next 5. So I think more points for Sigurdsson are definitely on the way, and he is playing as an average position higher than Fernando Llorente. Ozil and Snodgrass got 10 points. I think Snodgrass and Ozil, probably about, you'd like them as the same sort of player for Hull and Arsenal respectively, but you know, very, very different price-wise. Ozil, that sort of differential. If you don't want to go for Sanchez, I'd bring Ozil in, but I wouldn't have both because I don't know, I just don't fancy both of them to score all the time. Well, you can see Sanchez has scored, you know, grabbed an assist to Ozil, grabbing 10 points this game week. Both maybe could be leaving, so maybe a bit of interesting things to do with that in January happening. But Snodgrass also, 5.6. I feel like there are better options, i.e. Zaha, but Snodgrass is a decent alternative. As for Herrera and Payet, Herrera, I'd say no, even though he got an assist for the Mkhitaryan goal. He's not a player that's going to score points, and the way Man United are playing, there are not many people that are scoring points. And Payet on 9, he's back. Is he back for good though? Grabbed a goal against Liverpool. I'd say stay away for now, so he does the next few game weeks, and then consider him maybe for your wild card, which gets released on the 31st of December. And now finally we're on to our attackers, where we see the highest scoring player from this week, Vardy on 17. You got Juventus on 13, along with a Kaka or Kaku. I've probably Kaku. It's a Kaka. Oh, Kaka. You got, for all people, Romelu Lukaku coming in with something finally on 12, Origi on 9, Costa on 8. First of all, Costa is consistently scoring and consistently getting those all-important 6 points to 8 points depending on what happens in the game. He's not grabbing like a hat-trick here, maybe a few dull games there. He's consistently scoring, which is good. I think he's a good captaincy to have, but the big question is, when and if he gets that 5th yellow card, do you transfer him out? If you've already got him, then no. If you bring him in for 10.9, I feel like people will be in the mind of get rid of him because he's got a yellow card, he's going to be banned for 1 game. If he does get banned for that 1 game, then I'd say if you just brought him in like 10.9, I'd say get rid of him because you will lose money on him. If you haven't, like I could sell him for 10.3. Looking at it, if I sold him for, for 10.3 now and he got a yellow card for the next game, he's currently valued at 10.9. He's not going to drop 0.6 million just for 1 game. I feel like he's a vital player. Definitely bring him in. Vardy finally turned up. Hat-trick against Man City, albeit a dire Man City defence, but he did well to score the goals, latched on a few chances, and the assist from Mahrez, that was a-okay. But yeah, I'd say stay away from him. He's 9.6. There are better options out there. Even Big Rom at 9.4 I'd say is a better option than him. You've also got Harry Kane, Costa just going up a bit of a price, so I'd say be looking at them instead. Llorente comes in at 13 points, another good game week, and as I said with Sigurdsson, he's got another good few games coming up. I'd say at £6.2 million. He's a wonderful, wonderful looking player. Kaka also at 13. I'm not too sure about him. I don't think he's played too much, so I'd say 5.3 might be worth bringing him in, but alas, I just don't know. Lukaku also, I've already mentioned Lukaku, but he's had a bad bit of form. Can he pull things back? Well, looking at his fixtures, Arsenal, Liverpool, and Leicester in the next 3. Stay away from him for now, but from the 21st of January, you look at his next games, you've got Palace, Stoke, Bournemouth at home, Middlesbrough, and then Sunderland at home. He's got a good few games there. Hold out on him for now because he's got a tough few games coming up, but after that I think if you're looking for it, might be worth bringing him in. And then also Origi, at the moment he is scoring. How many games has he got until Coutinho is meant to come back? Well, it's midway through January. He's got at least another 5 games, but their fixtures will get tougher. But Origi's scoring at the moment, so I'd say why not bring him in? But that is that for this video. Hopefully you've enjoyed. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know how you thought about the new style. I thought I'd try and shorten the videos down because they're getting quite long, but in the end it hasn't really done it, but I can shorten it down if need be. But let me know how you thought about the new style rather than going chronologically, as just sort of make it more flowing. I did enjoy doing it this way, so let me know what you guys thought. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully you have a good game week. Let me know what scores you got, and if anything I can help with next game week. There'll be no Dilemma Centre this week because of the midweek game week. There might be one on Christmas Day just before I go to America, just before the game week for Boxing Day starts. But thank you all for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and peace.